Guys, this is Willie and Ari with Happy Life, Hungry Wife.
Okay, so this week has been a week. We've gotten good news, but the frustrations of being a parent with special needs kids constantly reveals itself in the system for the kids. So this week, while we went to register our son for kindergarten at one of the schools, first thing first, we were told that he could go to this school by the district because they're the ones who gave us the IEP.
Yeah.
We get to the school and they're like, oh no, he can't come here. He needs to go to another school.
Yeah, he can't come over here. We're the filler school.
Yeah, we're the filler school.
Just in case they fill over there, they come over here.
Right. And by the way, his IEP is expiring. Mm-hmm. Guys, we want you to know that this is the first time that we've had kids that have special needs. We're a blended family. We have 8 kids together. And so just not knowing the ropes or not knowing what to do has been so frustrating. I didn't even know that an IEP could expire. I thought once they give it to you, because that's how this journey has been since the kids have been diagnosed. Absolutely. Kingston got diagnosed first, of course. And it was literally like, he's autistic. He's on the spectrum, level 2. Here is your packet.
And that's cool.
Good luck, right? So that has been our experience. It's been eye-opening, right? It was like, here, you can go do whatever you want to do, and you know, this is the packet. This is your child in a packet. Uh-huh. I then started researching Facebook communities and all the things, and then we came across like ABA. Yep. What is that? How do we get, we recently spoke about how our experience with ABA has been in our last video, but, we were blessed to find a location that was just opening. It was brand spanking new, just opening, and everywhere else had like a 3-year waiting list. Long waiting list. And so, Kingston got in within like 6 to 9 months. Kingston was making like drastic improvements. Like it was amazing. Yeah. In the meantime, I started putting stuff in place for him to do the IEP because he couldn't get it done until he was 3. Mm-hmm. And so we, made our appointment and did all the things. Now here comes Cairo right behind Kingston. We started noticing the signs, and because we know what it looks like, and we were just like having suspicions about everything, and even our pediatrician, she was like, yeah, go ahead, go get him evaluated. And when we did, he is autistic as well on the same part of the spectrum.
With ADHD.
No, Kingston has the ADHD. Oh. Right. Kingston has ADHD, sorry. And then Cairo, they suspect Cairo has ADHD, but I don't really think he has ADHD.
Yeah, it's up for speculation.
You're right. So now, here we are. We are in the midst of trying to get them now into regular schools, because now Kingston is going to be 6. He's made such great leaps and bounds in ABA. Mm-hmm. Cairo has been in ABA since he was 2 years old because he got diagnosed a little bit earlier than Kingston, and he has been making great progress as well. 2 different kids, 2 different experiences, of course. Yep. Now here we go. Cairo just did his evaluation for his IEP. It's not back yet, but Kingston has his IEP. At no time did they ever tell us that this IEP would expire or what to do next. Mm-hmm. So now the school is telling us, number 1, you're not at the right school. And number 2, the IEP is expired. I get on the phone with the district and they're like, oh yeah, it expires. So now you have to go speak to the staffing specialist. What do I do? So Willie and I get in the car. We go to the feeder school because we're like, we just might as well just attack this. Mm-hmm. We go there and they're telling us that, oh yeah, he can come to this school, but registration is not until March, which is fine. And in walks this guy. He's like filling out a paper or whatever. He's like signing in. And I said, well, they said that I need to speak to the staffing specialist. And they're, look at God, because they're like, that's him. He's signing in. And this never, ever, ever happened. So this is just like,
as we were coming in.
Really, like literally, guys. So that was a blessing in itself. He took a look at Kingston's current IEP, and he was just like, he's going to handle everything from there. They're going to send him an email with the IEP and like what the next steps are and what we need to do. Now, the other thing that we are thinking about is that because Kingston, we travel 4 hours every single day, guys, to get these kids to and from school. 4 hours of driving. A lot of wear and tear, a lot of back and forth, a lot of being on the road. And the new school that Kingston will be going to is 10 minutes up the street. Literally. And so they now are telling us that they may have space. Well, no, they said they will have space for Cairo. The dilemma is Cairo is not speaking yet. Kingston has words now, and he's like putting it together in sentences and doing the things that he needs to do.
And also he's potty trained.
Cairo is not fully potty trained yet, and he is not fully speaking as of yet. And so the dilemma becomes, do we put him in the school in pre-K and maybe have like an ABA person go in the classroom with him, because it's going to be a special ed classroom? Or do we let him stay at ABA for another year and let him perfect that, which is what we did with Kingston.
Would it be 2 years with Cairo?
He could stay there for 2 years. Yeah, he could stay at he could stay there at ABA for 2 years. 2 more years.
2 more years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because he's
going to be 4 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could stay there for 2 more years, which is what we did with Kingston, and it worked out. So I'm thinking that's the road that we're going to take, because it worked for Kingston, and it would give Cairo more time to develop in areas that he is not developed in as of yet. Because even though he is technically a 3-year-old, I guess he would also be socially, he would be more like a 1.5, 2-year-old socially, right? So he knows how to do certain things, but he doesn't know how to do others. Same thing like Kingston. Kingston is 6 years old. Well, he's going to be 6 years old. And even though like socially he's not mature, Kingston has taught himself how to read. He's fully potty trained. He knows sight words. He knows how to speak in different languages, which he taught himself that as well. And so it's just a different experience, but I don't want to shortchange Cairo's journey as well. Yeah. What do you think?
I think that you're on point, because we gotta give Cairo some grace, because he's coming into this as we're learning too with just Kingston, and Kingston alone, he's really come along, as you mentioned before. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we should consider at least giving him a chance so he can have full sentences, at least know how to potty train, or be potty trained by the time he gets into elementary school. So
yeah, another dilemma that we are at a crossroads about is giving Kingston medication for ADHD.
Oh yeah.
So originally they had given us medication for Kingston's ADHD, and it was a pill form, so we had to crush it and put it in his food, and it made him focus. Like, it really did make him focus, but it would wear off at a certain time, and there is no nurse at his ABA program to give him the second dose, if that makes sense. So we stopped giving it to him, but as somebody who's in the early childhood field, I understand the need for a child to be able to sit down and just be able to get information in order for him to progress. And so now that he's going to be 6, they would give him the liquid form.
Yep, that will last all day.
And that would last all day. And he would be in a school that does have a school nurse, so they can administer his second dose as well. So we are at a dilemma, because as much as we've been trying like holistic magnesium and calming things, Kingston obviously has a problem with sitting still. Like, he's like this all the time.
Yeah. He's very not focused.
Right. So just all of that to say, if you are on this journey as a parent of a special needs child, fill me in. Tell me what I should do. If you know more than me, or if I know stuff, I will come on here and share with you guys. But if you know, please share with us, because this is new to us as well. And we're super patient with the boys because we understand that they are going through a journey and the world is not really made for them. So we're like navigating in their world. That's what we're trying to do as well.
All right.
Now, we did just have a date night.
And it was so fun.
So we went to a 4DX theater. So this is the thing. Did I tell you that I saw, so we were supposed to go see Joe Coy.
Oh, and the Kia Center.
At the Kia Center. And so we decided, oh no, we're just going to go to the movies, because we've never been to the 4DX movie theater where the chairs like, you know, move and there's water and all the things, right? So we decided not to go to Joy Coy. Did I tell you it was packed in there?
I know.
And everybody said it was fun. They had a great time.
I know.
I wish we went. I wish we went.
I'm a big Joy Coy fan. I watched his specials on Netflix all the time. My wife never heard of him. I'm sorry. And
but I was down for the cause.
You were. You were. You was ready to risk it all.
I was. But then we were like, well, let's just go to the movies because Willie wanted to see he's a big Avengers fan.
Wait. The reason why you didn't go because you seen on his social media, you was like,
No. He's a big Avengers fan. And so we were like, okay, you're a big Avengers fan. Let's go see Captain America.
Yeah,
Captain America. It was really good.
Yeah, great movie.
But
go see it.
I love to laugh. So now I'm kind of pissed that we didn't go see Joe Coy.
Well, let's hope it ends up on his Netflix special.
But I want to go in person.
Well, it depends on next time he's ever going to have a tour this way.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because he went from Orlando to Tampa. Anyway, we had a great night. So we did, we went to the 40K, saw Captain America. It was great. The seats, I didn't know that the seats were going to move around so hard.
Oh, man, that is a laugh on its own.
Like, I did not know that. But it did, and it was really good. I liked the movie. I'm not really a Avengers. I'm not into the whole.
I am.
But he is, so I like, it was cool to even go and experience it. And we'll go to other movies as well. And then afterwards, it was late. And we were like, let's just quickly get something to eat because everything, I'm from New York where nothing really closes. But in Florida, everything closes.
Early bird gets the worm.
So nothing was really open except IHOP. So we went to IHOP and we had like a stack of pancakes and then we went home. But nevertheless, we find it very important to do date nights. We have a babysitter because let me tell you, we weren't always able to do date night. Like, no. We would be like, can y'all help us? Like,
I think probably before that, we
used to do, so what we used to do is, and we still do this, even though we do date night, every Friday, we pick a show. Shout out to the Weekend Watch. If you are on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere, go follow my girl, Kim, the Weekend Watch, because she gives all the great movies, all the great shows. You do not have to like fiddle through and read. She's going to give you a detailed analysis of what you should be watching. So shout out to her. If you have not, go and follow her. Okay. All right. So anyway, every Friday we sit down, we look at the Weekend Watch and she tells us what to watch. And then we watch it. And we do that on a Friday and Willie makes drinks.
Yes.
And we get something to eat and we sit down and he falls asleep on the couch.
Yes.
And I get upset. And then we also have to go to bed still by 12 o'clock on a Friday because the kids have therapy, speech and occupational on a Saturday morning. And so we do that as well. And then Saturdays, we have a schedule that we follow where we do our errands at a certain time. And then if we are going out for date night, our babysitter, she comes by 6 o'clock so that we can get out the house and then we can have time together until like 12, 1 o'clock, we'll be back. And so it really is like we work off of a very strict calendar kind of system, but there are things that are like non-negotiables for us. So Fridays, when we get home, bathe the kids, give them their dinner, we're sitting down, we're watching something. This week, I want to watch Paradise.
You really want to watch Paradise?
I watched the first episode without you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Kind of like maybe some of the second.
You did what I did. You do previews.
It was a preview.
Yeah. So you let me know if it was good enough to watch. We can sit down and watch.
But you know, if I sit down and watch it with you and you fall asleep, I'm going to continue watching it.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah. And I'll watch it like later on that day or something the next day.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But don't do that with me.
No. Trust me, you don't want a wife that's going to be angry at you while you falling asleep on a show that we both agreed to watch. Okay?
So we do that. Sundays are usually about family, or I'm washing hair or washing my hair. Sky's
Or
like, I have to
haircuts.
wash my hair this weekend, huh?
Or haircuts.
Or
boys.
haircuts. Yeah, boys get haircuts.
Oh, that's a segment on its own.
Oh my gosh, giving haircuts.
Tune in.
Yes. And then sometimes like my family will come over this weekend. This weekend, Saturday, is my grandmother's birthday. She'll be turning 80 years old. And this is the first birthday without my grandpa, because he passed away in October 22nd of 2024. And so it's going to be the first birthday without my grandpa in a while. So she is, we're celebrating her. She's turning 80. So that's going to be fun. So this weekend,
milestone.
Yeah, huge milestone. But usually on Sundays, my family comes over and they bother Willie to cook for them. And sometimes they bring food too. So shout out to the fam. But we get to spend time and talk and just bust it up and have fun and all the things.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. So we caught up with you guys, gave you guys a little insight of our frustrations, our date night. And we will be back next week with more things to talk about.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Like, share, and follow. I like saying that. But
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Later, guys.
Peace.